Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Attack on Show. I'm Robbie.
And if you've forgotten, I'm Jay Marsh.
Yes, Jeff was on a little sabbatical. Skin's never been smoother.
No, hey, thanks for Bond, by the way, too. That was nice. Yeah.
We have a very special episode for you today. We have some very special guests. We have Luke Castle, which brought TV series name right there.
That is a badass name. It is.
And
Luke Castle.
Luke Castle. And Nicole Estep, and this is the president and vice president of the Royal Starr Arts Institute. So welcome. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Pleasure to have you. We're here today to discuss a few things that the Arts Institute does. One of the major things that we wanted to talk right off the bat is you guys have a film festival coming up in Royal Oak, correct?
I think so.
You think so? You're told it's happening. Just let me know. Just let them know where to go.
I will show up for it.
Yeah.
It's September 6th through the 15th. We have an awesome year this year set up. We went through a bunch of films and picked the best of the best all over the world, here in Michigan, but also in the country. I did that totally backwards. But yeah,
Jeff's good with that.
Yeah, good stuff this year. I'm really excited about it. There's a trailer out there. You can go look it up.
An amazing trailer. Actually, we'll have the link below. So after you're done watching this
Corey
episode,
Milton, who is one of our newest board members, and he's the one that runs the community events.
he edited all the footage together.
Oh, wow, nice.
It is an amazing promo. I watched it a few times.
Thank you.
And
Corey.
honestly, the films involved, these look like some very high-class films here.
Yes.
What was the total amount of submissions you guys had?
It was well over. It's probably this was a smaller year for us, so it was 200 something.
It was 250.
It's still a lot. And how many? What's the final amount?
Was it 89?
86.
Oh, that's still a lot.
So this is our smallest year.
Okay.
So we stepped it back to concentrate on really good stuff.
Okay.
We have good quality this
And
year.
Quality over
we stepped
quantity.
it back because it used to be 5 theaters for one weekend, and now it's 3 theaters for 2 weekends.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Because now our films won't compete. Because one of the things that we got at feedback is like, I want to see this film, but it's during this other film.
Right.
And we were showing 5 films at the same time, which is a lot of overlap. So we're now trying to plan it with less overlap, so more people can get their value out of what we started selling this year, which is festival passes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So we have like an all 100% smorgasbord festival pass. And
Nice.
It usually
Do they have lanyards too?
Yep.
Oh, wow. It's official.
Wow.
It's
Jeez,
official.
wow.
It usually runs about $100, but we
Okay.
have them on sale right now for $75.
$75.
And if
Yep.
somebody wanted that, where can they get it?
Then go to Royal Starr with 2Rs.org.
Nice. And the link is below as well, so make
Right
sure you can click
there.
on that. Not yet. Everyone's always trying to get away from the show, so we always have to tell them that.
Yeah, reel them back in.
Definitely purchase your passes. Now, it's at the Imagine Theater, correct?
Yes.
In Royal Oak? Are all of the showings at
All the
Imagine Theater?
screenings of films are at the Imagine Theater.
Okay.
As we grow the Institute and the festival, we're trying to bring in other venues as we need them. So one of the things we did this year was we partnered with Oakland Community College right there in downtown Royal Oak, and they will be putting on FanMe with us and hosting it. FanMe is the Film and New Media Expo. So similar to this,
Always an acronym.
we're working. We want to show people how to get better at podcasting and filmmaking and screenwriting,
Yep.
all these different things that are part of the media stuff.
I gotta check my calendar.
Yes,
We're going.
And those are going to be night classes at OCC. That schedule will be released here within the week, I think. It definitely will be done by the mixer that's coming up.
Okay, and speaking of mixers, this is a monthly mixer that the Art Institute holds, and this is the second Tuesday of every month, correct?
Yes.
Not to be confused with Pizza Monday at Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
Second Tuesday of every
It's
month.
the only Monday I go.
You can get pizza half off.
And isn't there a bagel day too?
I believe so.
Well, that's early in the morning.
Yeah.
Don't get crazy.
Yeah.
Who can get up
that's-
that early?
Yeah, come on.
For a free bagel.
Yeah, that's
So
I
tell
like
a
the
little
Tootsie
bit.
Rolls too.
Yeah,
The purple Tootsie Rolls?
yes.
Fantastic.
The mixer was an answer to something that I wanted to do for a while, and then you just find the right person to champion that, which was my best friend Corey, who also was the producer of our podcast. What we were
Oh,
talking
well,
about
nice.
today.
Hi, Corey.
Hi, Corey.
Yeah.
He's not here because he just had a baby the other day.
Corey himself?
Have you
Well,
seen
his
the baby?
wife.
Oh, I was
Yes.
going to say, that's
Okay,
rough.
you have to see the baby.
The picture. He sent me the picture.
Oh, yeah. Oh, all right.
But it was an answer to like, how do we bring the community together? Like, there's these different outlets out there that are making films and podcasts and that are doing media, but like, how do we converse with each other? That's not Facebook. That's not a Facebook group.
Sure.
Like, how do we?
Like the old days.
Like, how do we have a drink with each other? And it's just like, let's just do a monthly mixer party.
See, we wanted to drink, so we started doing
Yeah.
a show and drinking.
So
you
we
found a way
s-
to do a
we
mixer.
s-
That's,
That's next step.
In 2018, we put on our first mixer. We were like, if 40 people show up, it's going to be really exciting. We're going to be really excited if 40 people show up. It was at Imagine Theaters originally.
Nice.
106 people showed up.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
So we weren't ready for that, but we did well. One of the things we incorporated are tables around the mixer so you can see what's going on, or if you're crewing up or you're casting up. We have what else is there? A photographer that will do headshots for $20, a professional.
Oh, yeah, I
wow.
didn't see that.
Just this month, if you can come, just get a headshot. One of the best headshot photographers in Michigan will be doing headshots for $20, I believe.
That's an Attack on Show exclusive. You heard it here
Yeah,
first.
Actually, I haven't said it on any of the other media places I was on. I keep forgetting. It's Brent
You
Short.
have an exclusive.
Is it
We
Brent Short
have an
Photography?
I believe so, yeah. And this is the mixer to be at because we have the 48-hour Film Festival award ceremony.
Okay.
We like to partner with everybody. We make friends.
Nice.
With
And this
all the
is
other
this
festivals
is
in the
next
area.
Tuesday,
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
Now, obviously, just to kind of backtrack some of the things you guys do. So you set up tables. So basically, like a director could set up a table and say he's casting for
Yes.
a film, so you know
So,
to go there.
If you
and
know anybody,
So this is how it works, though.
we know at
Please,
least like 7 other people.
So
on
this is
this.
how it works. We ask that you get a membership to the Institute.
Okay.
Okay.
It's $35 for the year.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It also, we work
Cheaper
with,
than Netflix.
we're still working and we're still in the process of working with other businesses to get discounts with that membership.
Okay.
So right now, I believe we fix your script, we'll give a discount, and I forget what it is off the top of my head. Dynasty Media Studios will do a
Okay.
discount, but we're still growing that out. So if there's anybody out that wants to help out the Arts Institute and artists around, that's the best way. is
That's
help us
the
with
sales
discounts.
specialist in the group. If
Yes,
they
yes.
mention Attack on Show, do they get a discount?
You also can get, if you get a membership actually right now too.
yeah, if you get a membership.
If you get a
Yes.
membership right now, for the next, I think, 3 weeks, if you get a membership for, I think it's cost $65,
yeah.
something like that.
We'll confirm that later, too.
Roughly.
So
Yeah.
there's $35 is the regular membership.
Correct.
That's
Okay.
not a business. But for an extra $35, you can get a festival pass.
Correct.
Oh, excellent.
Which is
Oh,
it's
wow.
$35 instead of the sale price, which is $70, which
And
is on
if
sale
that's
from
not
$90.
correct, please don't hunt me down at the mixer.
It is. It is.
We're not good at carrying the ones here.
I just was working on the ticketing
That's
the other
hard.
night. So yeah,
Yes, no,
for,
that
so
is correct.
for $65 total, you can get an annual membership and a festival pass to all the films, all the VIP parties, and everything that we do.
And these VIP parties are probably gonna be off the hook.
They're awesome.
I've seen. I saw Rock Star, and they seem pretty crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
So other,
There's no denying that, is there? Wow, wow.
so of these mixers, obviously it's grown over the years. How long have you had these going?
Since 2018, February 2018, we're expecting over 300 people this August.
Wow.
Total in the group, in the membership.
No.
No,
That's
at
gonna
the
show.
Just at the mixer.
There's over
Yes.
1,000 people in the like.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Just in one spot.
Those are numbers I can't comprehend.
Yeah, I've
No,
never
so-
seen
so-
4
So
digits.
you guys are going to be there?
We-
Is that what I'm
absolutely.
This is
understanding?
next Tuesday. I will try
So
my
the
best.
show will be represented next
Yes,
year.
Yay.
Jeff will have to be there.
And here's
I'm
the
out
great
of town.
thing. This is something I've always focused on is we've kept them free, and we can do that through the membership and sponsors that
That's
that
awesome.
we partner with. Because one of my core beliefs since the really beginning when we founded this whole thing is that those of us who do this stuff is we've paid a lot. Equipment, lights,
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Yes.
Just getting our stuff out there is expensive. We shouldn't have to pay to see each other.
I love
Nice.
it.
I do.
So
That's fantastic.
that's one of the
Absolutely.
things that we designed the mixer around is if you can become a member, it's $35 for the year, and it helps us out a huge thing. Then you get the tables for free and whatever else. You don't have to pay whatever fee that we usually charge. I think it's $150 a table if you're
Oh,
not a
if you're
member.
not a member.
wow.
Yeah, so just
Pays
buy
to
a
be a member.
membership.
Membership to
Yeah.
get for yes.
Yeah,
yes.
just buy a membership.
It's at Hamlin Corner.
Yeah, it's
in
at Hamlin
Royal
Court
Oak.
in Royal Oak.
Okay.
And you guys are primarily, obviously, out of Royal Oak, the film festival, Royal Oak, the mixers. Do you ever move the mixers around, or is it
No,
just always? Is it?
we've moved from Imagine to Hamlin. We don't know where we're going to be next year because we sort of always look at how it went in that area and see if we want to pick another place.
Okay.
We like Hamlin, so and it's a big enough venue for what we normally do, and it works out. And they gave us great specials. So all the whole they extend happy hour till 10 o'clock just for our group.
Oh wow.
We'll be there next Tuesday. I'm canceling my trip.
So it's
So
a
it's
fun
a happy
time.
hour. No,
And the wings are phenomenal. Just so you
Yes.
guys, if you're in the wings,
Nice.
the wings
Gotta
are
love
phenomenal.
As for the sriracha aioli that we're trying to get named the Royal Starr sauce.
Oh, I love
'cause
it.
Luke and I are the only ones that order it that way.
Yeah, it's-
nice. All right.
That's awesome. That's when you know you've made it, right? You get your own
We have our own
wing
beer.
sauce.
Yes,
Do
we
you?
do.
Really?
Where can you purchase
Since last
that beer?
year, you're going to be doing it at the festival this year.
Oh
Where
man.
it's I think it's called a New England IPA.
Okay.
Nice.
So there's a beer app out there where people, check in their
Is
beers.
there really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
we have to see if
amazing.
this is on there. And
I
make
have
it a-
2 cans left from the. I don't even know if they're good. I have 2 cans in my refrigerator left from last year. I'm just
Probably
like,
not.
I don't know.
They've been
I might
warm,
try.
cold, warm. I don't know if they're good.
Are you guys brave? You have 2, right?
I have
Oh,
2.
we may have to.
One's for the doctor, but
Oh, darn.
Maybe we'll offer that up if we get the hosting gig. We'll
Yeah,
drink
that's
on
right.
stage.
but this year I don't know what it's going to be because I think it sort of changes every year. So it's like the 2018 was a New England IPA. I think this year it's going to be something.
Oh, so every
different.
year it's a little.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it's an
Because it's-
exclusive each year.
Yeah.
Yes, it's made for the festival.
River Rouge.
Yeah, River Rouge Brewery, right
Oh, nice,
there on
okay.
4th Street in
Yep.
Royal Oak.
Yep.
He's great. He's also, nobody knows this, he's a filmmaker. He used to work on Star Wars Trek.
Thank you.
On Star
Eddie.
Wars
sorry,
or
Eddie,
Trek?
I don't know.
Which one?
Star Trek.
Big difference. You're
Star
gonna
Trek, he was a
start
Star
major
Trek guy.
war.
Wow.
He
Star
actually
Trek.
has a Star Trek beer. But
Really?
it's not Star Trek because he
Is it
can't.
like
Yes, because you can't
foamy
use
and-
it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But you can go get it over
Set it
there
down,
at
it
River Rouge.
disappears.
Every now and then it comes out and you can see it on the menu. It's pretty cool.
That's very
He's
cool.
a great guy, super cool. That's what he did.
So you're a filmmaker, or were a filmmaker? Are you
Yeah.
still working on film,
yep, I'm a
or is this
filmmaker
kind
now.
of taking up most of your time?
This does take up most of my time. So a couple years ago when we were doing our show back then,
You had a podcast back in the day.
we weren't doing so much commercial work or film work. We were just doing the podcast pretty much, and it took up everything.
Yes.
It became our life. There was 13 employees. That was what we did. Yeah, it was crazy.
What's employees?
I don't know. I hope we get some soon.
And then the festival came. So like I haven't worked in film for a while until this year. Corey's just like, I need your help. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I got back into it. I'm like, oh, I'll do this.
So is your film being featured in the festival?
Oddly enough, it was chosen.
I don't actually have a film at the festival.
Okay.
And if I did, I can't compete.
Right.
Anybody that's part of the festival they can show.
Could show, but
okay.
not
But they
compete
can't
for the
compete.
awards.
Okay.
I
That
can't
seems
compete for an
fair.
award.
Nice.
That would be just totally unfair because I'd win. No, I'm joking.
I love it.
I mean,
joking.
I
I'm
would
joking.
win.
I'm joking. No.
Did you see the embroidered shirt?
So I
this.
worked on a short this year, actually in May.
Okay.
And after that, I realized I liked it, so we formed a company, Castle Art Studios, and
Okay.
me and Corey went into business
Cancel
together.
Heart. How'd you come up with that name?
Castle Heart.
Oh, Castle Heart. Okay.
Castle Heart.
Cancel
I
Heart.
actually had it before. It was
That's dark. Cancel
it's
Heart. Wow, no.
it's two people's parts of their names
Oh,
put
okay.
together. So it's Castle Heart Studios.
Castle Heart. I like it.
that.
Yeah.
Very cool. What kind of films do you enjoy making when are you a director, writer, all of it?
I'm actually a unit production manager and producer.
Okay.
That is what I do. That's what I trained for in college. So yeah.
Excellent.
I went to Full Sail University. It was awesome. I like it. Hopefully
So
they
I
fly
understand
in.
you do things too. And yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah, no.
So I have to plug them because I want them to come to my film festival.
No,
No,
absolutely.
that's excellent.
Yes.
Do you help out on the film aspect as well, or are you just so consumed with all the
I
other?
am just so consumed with the festival and the Arts Institute so that he can handle
No,
that
this-
stuff.
So does
That
this,
is my role. No.
Does that go along all year for you? Is that something that like this is
It
obviously
is.
we're gearing up
Same.
right now and
Yeah.
this is super crazy busy.
It
Which is
is.
awesome that you're sitting here with us with all of this going
thank
on.
you.
Yes.
But what does that entail to get this going? Really?
No. It's all good.
No.
So for me, I came on last year as an
Okay.
observer, and then they had a need for a board member, and I was like, please pick me. Shameless fangirl.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm the first
Yep.
female
Yep.
board member. Okay.
Oh, nice.
And how many years?
Congratulations.
How long has the board been together?
4.
4 years.
We're in our 5th year, I think.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Nice. Absolutely.
But between helping out with the community mixers, helping out with stuff like this, helping out this year, I'm helping plan the award ceremony because we want to make it bigger and better this year.
Always.
And just basically assisting this rascal next to me. That consumes my
Yes.
day.
No.
She was basically behind him, like walking him to the door, like
Nice.
go this
We
way.
play good cop, bad cop.
Okay. All right.
There's
Yeah.
actually 3 of us usually. There's
Yes.
3 of us that sort of.
Oh,
Yes.
We don't have the space.
There's
So thank you
this-
for this institute.
Well, Corey can't be here anymore.
I'll be
Like I said,
back out
maybe-
again.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But there's 3 of us that
Yes.
run it.
Nice.
And then behind the scenes, there's Billy Whitehouse, who
Yep.
is a realtor and an actor that was one of the other founders. And he runs
So
a
wait,
lot
let
of
me
the film
understand this.
stuff.
He's an actor and
He was.
a realtor?
Yeah, that's
Wow,
normal.
that's crazy.
Like he's
Every single one of them.
Yeah.
Or wait.
Not even kidding.
Or waiter. Yes. Yes. No, we're not kidding.
Need that flexible
They're
schedule.
realtors or waiters. Yes.
Or salespeople.
Or salespeople. Yes.
So what was the inspiration, obviously, when you started the board and you started the Art Institute? Was it just a matter of you were making film and just wanted to find a way to communicate and grow your fan base?
No.
No.
No, because I wasn't making film.
You're like, I just need to get more publicly known.
No, I fell in love with festivals during the Detroit Windsor International Film Festival.
Okay.
So I had just
okay.
graduated from college and I had worked a couple jobs in Florida, and I came back up here to finish a business degree after I finished a film degree. And after I got out of that, I was just looking to get into the film community because I sort of missed film school.
Right.
And I didn't know where it was, and I was just like, well, film festivals, that sounds about right. They would have a community, right? So I called up one of the film festivals, which was, when I said Detroit Film Festivals, DWIF came up. And I called up that guy, and he's like, yeah, come out and volunteer. That's as easy it was. People are just, how did you start? I'm like, I called a dude. That's what I did. Like, I called somebody.
I filled out an app.
And I told them I wanted to do something. I didn't care. I mean, literally, people ask me that. I was like, that's the number question. The number one question I get asked all the time is, how did you get started in anything? And it's just, I told people what I wanted to do that wanted to listen to me tell them what I wanted
tell
to
enough
do.
people.
Exactly. So I told this guy, and he ended up being, I think, the festival coordinator or like one of the big people on there, and he taught me everything I should know about film festivals. It was under John, I want to say John Kerry? Not John Kerry. John Kelly, sorry. Senator John Kelly put it on, and his second in charge taught me everything. And I fell in love with like the festival thing. It was the Detroit Windsor International Film Festival. That was during the film incentive that we were having.
Man, do we miss those incentives.
We do. It's something we bring up on the show quite a bit.
I've been working on it.
Yes.
It's another thing you guys can ask me about.
Got a Democrat back in as governor, hopefully.
Maybe. So that's when I fell in love with it, and it lasted 5 years, and it sort of stopped because of the incentives, and a lot of that money came from Wayne County Treasurer, who now I think has been indicted or something like that. So
that's odd for Wayne County.
Yeah.
But that's how it was funded back then, and there's this gentleman by the name of Gene Meadows, and he kept calling me for months. He was a Royal Oak local, and him and his buddy wanted to put on a film festival, and they had got a hold of a couple of our names that did the DWIF, and he kept calling me. Finally, I took the call, and I'm like, hey, what's up? I think it was like 4 or 5 months later, too. Like, who's this number?
Why does he keep
ghosted him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I just didn't want to do a film
Gene,
festival.
we love you.
No.
We do. And he had convinced me, and I called a couple of my buddies, like Shane Siva, who was one of the original founders, who did film festivals also back in the day. And I was like, let's do this. I called up Imagine, and we had our first meeting, and the West is history, and we just had to figure out what kind of film festival we wanted to be. And I said, go big or go home. Like, I'm not here to do something small.
Right.
Like, if I'm going to do this, let's do this right.
Do it.
So from the very beginning, we had to figure out what the name was, and we had to, figure out where it's going to be. And Imagine's been a great host.
They're incredible.
Because you've held all of them at Imagine.
Yes, and I plan on doing that as long as Paul Glantz will have me.
Love the promo ad, by the way, with you too.
Paul Glantz. He's great. Like, he's such a great guy to work with. We film commercials with him every year for the festival.
Yes.
And he's just the coolest guy. He's just
nice.
Loves jokes. He loves to goof around. So yeah, no, he's just a cool guy.
It's a great market too, because obviously, other than the Detroit Windsor, it was Traverse City. I think was the other major film festival in the state. So this is a great.
Has a big one.
Yes.
And yeah, we're one of the top 3 now. The state sees that. We are help. Michigan Film Office gives us money too to continuously do this. Along with Traverse City and everybody else. And I think we're going to be part of their Film Alliance thing that's happening at the end of the month in September. So
that's excellent.
They're great.
And you've done this in 4 years. I mean, really, that's quite an accomplishment, to say the least.
Yes, this is the 4th.
We try not to look.
I get it. You look. No, it is. But it's,
Just roll with it,
credit to
right?
you guys. Absolutely, all of you.
Thank you.
So a little bit about, since you touched on the film incentive, you have some inside info, or this is something you're working on, or is this
something we bring you back for and we have a conversation?
No, let's do it now.
You want to do it? All right.
So we got memory.
I can dive into a little bit of it,
that's
but
fine.
if you do want to talk later on, because there's this whole thing that I've been talking about. This is a continual. And I have to say this, and this is me as Luke Castle speaking, and not the Royal Starr, the nonprofit, because technically the nonprofit can't take a political.
Sure, right.
Understood.
So myself thinks that I was taught to say that.
We'll put a disclaimer below.
Myself thinks that we should have an incentive, but it needs to be rewrote.
Oh, okay, interesting.
And I sat down with the guy that wrote the original one. And he's a great guy. He's a smart guy. He's now the treasurer of the Oakland County. And he wrote the original one when he was part of the state government. And he had studied and went around to all the other states to see how they did it so he could sort of bring it together. And that's a great idea. But I think we need to start off smaller. Part of the highlight that I think is that we do a $2.5 million budget or less, because it allows us. There's a twofold thing.
What
there.
is the advantage to that? Yeah.
First off, it doesn't burn up the budget like when Batman came and used $48 million in the
was
budget,
it.
and there was no more money for anybody else.
But it did get Ben Affleck here in a Detroit shirt.
All right, go ahead.
$48 million. It cost us $48 million.
The email's expensive. Yeah.
The other reason why it's because I work on that side, and my job is to not spend money on a film, right?
Okay, right.
Just to
Yes,
keep as
absolutely.
much in the budget as
Right.
possible, so we can spend more on the screen or the product. So we're gonna find loopholes. That's my job, is to find loopholes. The government, everything, and we do. Like, we're professionals at this.
Right.
So it's nice to have somebody like me look at how I can find a loophole. That's why I've sort of said $2.5 million, because I can't fly in a catering company like some of these companies were doing.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, there's
Yeah,
no
'cause
reason
they were bringing all their
there's
outside
no
help.
reason to fly in. I'm sorry out there. There's no reason to fly in your caterers from California.
No.
We have great caterers here.
Absolutely.
Like, we have
Which
great
is the whole
food
point,
trucks
really,
here.
if you're not familiar. The
Awesome
whole point
food
of the
trucks.
incentive
We
is
are-
to, what is it? At
To
one
use
point, it
us.
was like 40 cents on the dollar or something
Yeah.
like that, and which is kind of ridiculous. But the intent was to use Michigan companies for that, and
Didn't
it
quite
was-
pan out.
Yeah.
Didn't pan out, and also it sort of forces them to use, as much as possible, it forces them to use local talent, especially for not their lead roles.
Sure.
And our crew here.
I think an intangible of that is the notoriety of the films being filmed here in Michigan. It,
Just
it
to try and get
sells,
tourism.
It sells
You're
the
right.
state, it sells the cities,
Absolutely.
it sells those types of things.
But
as
we're trying
well.
to create an industry and not.
Sure, not just,
This is just
yeah.
not media. If you want to create an industry, we start smaller. A $2.5 million budget, Lifetime. So it's Lifetime, Hallmark, the OWN network. All their movies fall in 1.8 or less, unless it's a Christmas movie, which can go up to 2.5 because they know they can make it back. And the reason why is they're also their own distributor.
Oh,
Right.
nice. Okay.
So they understand the whole entire process
Sure.
because they control the whole entire process. What they're going to do is spend more money on the talent because that makes sense for them. That's why you have, Candace Cameron and almost everything, I think, on Lifetime. Is it Lifetime or
Sad.
Hallmark?
It's
Just
Hallmark.
sad.
It's Hallmark.
Dean Cain, one
Dean
of our
Cain,
faves.
ladies and
Yeah,
Yes.
my friend has done so many movies with
Yes,
Dean Cain.
yes.
He's
And he's a
awesome.
great guy.
He's
Yes,
awesome.
we actually had an opportunity
We
to
just got
interview
the-
him.
yeah.
Super cool.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Great guy.
So that forces them to use us, and those outfits usually are totally fine with that because they're not looking for.
Because
you
literally,
tier
they
A.
push what? How many movies a year? It's like 80 movies a year through Hallmark or something.
30 during
Oh,
the
there's
Christmas
more than
There is.
that.
There's
Just
30
in the
Christmas.
Christmas.
There's more than
yeah.
80.
Really? Wow.
There has to be more.
They start them in
the
April.
hundreds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. No, they really do.
The Hallmark Channel, that's all it is their
Yeah.
own films.
Yeah,
Right.
which is
And they have to just continuously create that library, and 2.5, 1.8 is nothing because they know that they're going to get the viewership.
Right.
Like, they know the numbers. This is easy for them. So if we can attract outfits like that to film here, and we have this season for Christmas. Come on now.
Oh, absolutely. No.
Michigan is Christmas land.
Yes.
Perfect. I was just discussing that with some other people out here making a Christmas movie that, the locations like Plymouth, Northville, there's so many
Frankenmuth.
nice little
You get
downtown
Plymouth is
areas.
Frankenmuth,
I agree with
yes.
that,
I wrote a couple scripts, a whole TV show based in Plymouth, but it's supposed to be Detroit. But it's based in Plymouth because I am in love with downtown
Oh,
Plymouth.
Plymouth's amazing.
Like, that is
Oh.
the best dating spot ever.
Nice.
The fountain,
Right?
the
Like,
old
the
theater.
fountain, the old timey theater.
No, it's over.
the
Yes.
coffee
Yes,
bean.
yes.
Like, it's just, and then the cool little bars, like, and you could just all walk around. It's just like, if you can't propose there and get a yes, then you might need to rethink your life. Whoever did that.
Although
Sorry.
Scream 3 might have scared a few people away from
I was
it.
there during Scream 3.
Yeah, with the police station up.
Yep.
That was really
Nice.
cool. So we'll kind of backtrack a little bit here and get back on point without taking too much of your time. We have a little game here we'd like to play with
Sure.
the two of you here, and it's called 5 Questions to See If You Achieve Attacker Status. Jeff, you're going to go first with Nicole here. You've
Okay.
got 5
this
questions
trivia?
here.
Oh, no.
Pseudo trivia.
This is more opinion.
More
This is
opinion.
more opinion
There's-
based.
Okay.
It's all right.
There's no
Yeah.
right or wrong.
No, no
Unless
right,
you're
right.
wrong.
All right, you ready?
Oh, no pressure.
Let's do this.
What is the best movie
Okay.
that includes time travel?
Back Back to the Future.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic.
Right answer.
I mean-
Right answer.
Right.
Yes.
Go ahead, number 2.
Number 2.
Is this all for her?
First 5 are for her, and I'm going to get you with 5. So.
All right. What streaming service has the best original content?
Netflix
Really?
for me.
Why?
Excellent.
Okay, I love Umbrella Academy.
Oh, that was amazing.
Sorry, I am a huge
That
Gerard
was
Way
a-
fan. Alone, that hands down
That was
sells
amazing.
it for
That was
me.
a great show.
All right.
My
Fair.
Book of Romance,
Nice.
they need to come back.
What do you think would win in a fight?
Who do you?
Who? Sorry, Mr. Incredible or Superman? Right? These are all my questions.
Oh, no, wait. We've got you covered.
All right.
I'm gonna have to say Superman.
Yeah, why?
For a minute, because I'm just that girl.
right,
I'm
fair,
sorry,
fair.
I'm just that girl.
I bet to me, darker. He'll get it done.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
Mr. Incredible won't. Yeah.
Okay.
You ready? This is the hardest. Better Captain Kirk, Will Shatner, or Chris Pine?
Will Shatner.
I'm a little nervous there. And last, and certainly not least, popcorn. Extra butter or extra butter?
I'm gonna have to say extra butter, but can I add something to that?
Yeah, what would you like?
Sure.
Yes,
The
absolutely.
garlic parmesan.
Garlic parmesan is a
Oh my
game
God.
changer.
All up
nuts.
in that.
Game
You gotta layer it though. Like
Yes.
it's almost
No,
you
and
can
then
shake
you gotta
the
shake
bag.
it. Yeah.
Don't fill the bucket just yet.
No.
All right, Luke, your turn. 5 questions to see if you make attacker status. Favorite movie that most people don't like?
Unicorn City.
Unicorn City.
City?
I haven't even heard of that
Yeah,
one.
it's an indie flick.
Okay.
It's about a bunch of kids that go off and play LARP in the woods.
Why have I seen this?
I have.
Yes.
It is
yes.
the goofiest shit. I don't know how I found. I think it was my roommate back in the Jen.
Yep. Elsie Banks.
Yeah, that's her band.
Elsie Banks.
We
Oh,
had found
Where
we had
is
found
she?
this movie, and this is during the podcast days that we were doing, and we go to conventions and
Sure.
and we were hanging around that subculture, and we had done LARP, we had done all this for the show because
Sure,
that's what
yeah,
we do for our
yeah.
show. We did all the different nerd things and said what they're like. And watching that movie, it's so good.
That's awesome.
Okay.
You gotta go
I'm gonna have
see
to look it
It used
up.
to be on Netflix. It's not anymore. I think you might be able to get it on Amazon Prime.
YouTube, maybe?
It's such a good, interesting movie, and the way they shot it, it's like they had to cost $7.
That's almost double our budget.
Wow,
It just shows the passion that subculture has for what they do, and anytime you pour that kind of passion into anything, whether it has to be a film festival or a podcast or a cardboard
You gotta
dragon in the
respect.
woods.
It reads right through it, yeah.
I respect that. I
That's
really
excellent.
do respect
Nice.
the passion that somebody puts behind
That's awesome.
something.
This is an easy one for you. Favorite actor or actress? Maybe not easy one.
No.
They're
Mandolin Carlson.
And what?
You're shameless.
I
You
am.
are shameless.
It is my best friend.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
She's
nice. No.
she's a actress in LA. She just did an Amazon Prime show called Class Act.
Oh, okay.
We have been friends forever. She's the one that works with Dean Cain all the time. So.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, that's hands down to be
Kind of a
Carlson.
shameless
Yeah,
plug, but at the same time, no, that works.
But it really is my favorite actress.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm
Fair enough.
biased.
Fair enough here.
So
What
biased on that one.
what movie has the best soundtrack?
I could do video game, but I can't do movie.
No movie, huh?
Oh, it's so many.
Really?
Is this like picking a favorite kid? Is that
Yeah.
what it is for?
Questions got reversed.
Yeah, it really is.
There's
This
Oh
is-
crap!
So there's gonna be some stupid stuff I say here. So, How to Train Your Dragon had an amazing soundtrack if you ever listened to it. Godfather had an amazing soundtrack.
Okay.
There's this Italian movie called Cinema Paradiso, and every time I hear the theme song from that, it's just an overwhelming emotion, and it's probably one of my favorite things.
So you like
Wow.
the scores?
Yeah,
these films.
and she knows because it's the thing. When I'm stressed out, I just put on
Yeah.
these really expensive headphones and just listen to scores.
You want to bite at this, don't you?
The music?
Yeah, I need.
You're
what's
too
your?
excited.
What genre?
If you had the CD, and we'll go back to CDs. If you had
The C-
an album to a movie,
I had Moulin Rouge.
yeah, that was a very
wow.
popular one.
That's
where they
great.
mixed new
Yes.
stuff
Yeah.
and old stuff together. Mostly
Love
old
Actually.
stuff.
Love Actually is good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love Actually is
My
good.
favorite's actually New Moon. I'm not a big Twilight fan, but New Moon
New
was
Moon
an
does
amazing
have a good
soundtrack.
one.
Yes.
Yes.
Very
I
cool.
can appreciate that.
All right, let's see. What do we move on to? Number 4. Who was a better Captain James West, Will Smith or Robert Conrad?
What? Captain James West.
From- from Wild Wild
Where
West.
did you pull that out of? Oh my God.
Gosh, what?
Yeah.
Our
We
questions
went deep
did
in the
not get
library here.
reversed.
No, you're good.
You ever
We're
watch
good.
the Wild Wild West?
Yeah, but like I barely remember. Like that's such a. I just remember the gigantic spider.
We need to save that one. That's a phenomenal question. Yes.
Well, he remembers the spider, so
Yeah,
that'll
that's
default to
it,
Will
that's
Smith.
Will Smith. Yes,
There's a great story behind the cider, by the way. Kevin Smith talks about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was he wanted it so bad. Who was it? Who
It was the
demanded
script
that
doctor. The
That's
script
what, the
doctor.
script doctor. Yes.
And he script doctored the Wild Wild West, and all of a sudden there's a giant spider.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I don't know, because I don't even know who those. Like that movie doesn't.
See, that's my
nuts.
favorite
See,
bad movie that everyone hates.
Really?
That's a
Really?
guilty pleasure I can sit and watch. It's so bad, it's good.
I love Will Smith, but no.
No. I was going to go Genie, but I thought Wild Wild West was more fun.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's see, number 5. What's better? This is now, we're going to name an original and a remake, and you can say which one is better.
All right.
The original being Doc Hollywood, the remake being Disney's Cars.
I'm a Doc Hollywood fan.
Okay.
Michael J. Fox all the way, right? We got Back to the Future.
I know.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched those matched up?
No.
They're the
You ever
same
realize
movie.
they
They're
were-
literally
Are
the
they
same
really?
movie.
Gosh,
Yes.
I don't want to do this
Yes.
now.
Yes.
It's insane.
Watch Doc
Yes.
Hollywood.
Watch
Cars
Doc Hollywood,
is basically
then
a
turn
remake.
around and watch Cars until the third act. It's almost the exact same movie.
This is something.
Runs into a
Babysitting
fence,
for
remember? Like
me
he's trying to
is
go
like
to...
completely-
Yeah.
Yep. Gets
I'll
stuck
check
in the
this out.
town. Has to pay back his damage by
Yeah.
performing
Fixing
service.
it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna check
It's
this out.
a good remake. I think you both achieve detective
Thank you.
status.
That's right. Yeah. thank
Honestly,
you guys.
thank
Do we
you.
get like a badge?
Actually, as we do with all of our guests for coming out, the glasses, I'll get you clean ones, I promise, but you get complimentary Attack on Show glasses
really?
for coming on the show,
Awesome.
so we appreciate
Yes.
you guys coming out. And definitely make sure that you check out the Royal Starr Arts Institute along with the Royal Starr Film Festival. That is a lot of
It is.
Royal Oak, Royal Starr. Definitely check them out. We have the links to all the information before. This is Luke Castle, Nicole Estep, and as always,
I'm Jay Marsh.
I'm Robbie, and this is
Attack on Show.